Hello, everyone. Today I'm very excited to talk about this important topic, human capital, the key to Los Angeles long-term prosperity. As you might remember this picture, it is a retired space shuttle Endeavour crossing the city to its final home for scientific expedition last year. Shuttle Endeavour reminded us the golden era of Los Angeles aerospace industry and its economy. Unfortunately, as the Cold War and defense industry cooled down, so is Los Angeles economy. So nobody wants to see Los Angeles economy turn to this nearby exhibit. Yeah. So in order to revitalize our Los Angeles economy, I think we need to launch a new endeavor, which I believe is improving our human capital. So today, I'm going to talk about the state of Los Angeles economy and how it has evolved over the past several decades. And then I will talk about the main reason for Los Angeles Lake. And finally, I will briefly mention, I believe, the most effective long-term solution for Los Angeles economy problem. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the United States, California, and Los Angeles counties payroll employment change from December 2007, the beginning of the recession, to December 2012. Okay, so this green line is United States excluding Los Angeles employment change over the past 5 years. So as Ed has said, we have very sluggish job recovery. So up to 2012, we still had a 2.3% below its pre-recession level in the United States. So California is even weaker. So the red line is California excluding Los Angeles employment change. So up to 2012, California still had a 4.8% below its pre-recession peak level. So how about Los Angeles? Los Angeles is even worse. So up to 2012, our employment level is still 6.1% below its pre-recession level. So the question is this always the case for Los Angeles and the rest of California? The answer is for California, it's not. But for Los Angeles, it is. Okay. So right now, let's extend this comparison back to 1990. So we had a 23 years of data covering 3 recessions. So over from 1990 to 2012, United States, excluding Los Angeles, payroll employment increased by 25%. California increased by 27%. So California is doing better than the nation. So how about Los Angeles? Los Angeles declined by 7%. There's no increase at all. So it's stunning. So employment doesn't represent the whole economy. So right now, let's take a look at a real personal income, just similar to real GDP for these 3 areas. Okay, the same period. So United States, California, over the past 23 years, real personal income increased by 58%, which is about 2% compounded per year. And how about Los Angeles? 31%, which is only 1.2% compounded per year. Okay, so basically Los Angeles is falling behind for sure. However, there are 2 potential problems of this analysis. Number 1, it might be unfair to compare a mature and crowded city like Los Angeles to the whole nation, to the whole California state, which has more space and lower cost to develop, right? So to overcome this problem, we are going to compare Los Angeles to other similar crowded cities in the United States. Okay. The second potential problem is, as Ed has said, we mentioned that in the early 90s, Los Angeles experienced structural change in the labor market because of the dismantle of aerospace industry. So if we begin our comparison in 1990, it put Los Angeles in a very disadvantaged position. So why don't we restart the comparison in 1995? So let's see the result. Here. So the blue thick line is Los Angeles. So as you can see, compared to Boston, D.C., New York, Orange County, Seattle, San Diego, San Francisco, San Jose, over the past 18 years, we are still at the bottom. We are only slightly better than Chicago. We increased by 4%. Chicago increased by 3%. So right now the question is, why? Why is Los Angeles lag? And among many reasons, possible reasons, I believe the low level of Los Angeles human capital is the most important one. So let me give you the evidence. Before that, let me introduce this first 5 LA UCLA City Human Capital Index. So the goal of this index is to be a barometer to measure and compare the human capital level in each city and in each county of our nation. And the index is compiled, is calculated based on the average education attainment and student enrollment in the area from the census data. And it's very easy to interpret. So about roughly 1/10 of the index is about the average schooling year of the residents in the area. So let's take a look at the 30 largest metropolitan areas human capital index. So the city with the highest human capital is Washington, D.C., with the index 141, which is about 14.1 schooling year. Number 2, Boston. Number 3, Minneapolis, San Francisco, New York, 133, in the middle, Chicago. So where is Los Angeles? Los Angeles is here, ranked 28th, with the index 127. It's at the bottom, only trailed by Las Vegas and Inland Empire. Okay. In this chart, Los Angeles includes Los Angeles County and Orange County. So let's break it down to see how Los Angeles counties perform. So in this chart, the darker the green color, the higher the human capital. Okay. So Los Angeles is here. It's lower, 125. Orange County, 132, higher. San Diego, 133. Silicon Valley, 138. San Francisco, 140. So again, Los Angeles County's human capital level is falling behind compared to other coastal counties in California. So we believe the human capital is the most important factor to determine a city's success. Okay, a city with a higher human capital will be more, will have a more productive workforce, will have more chance to foster innovation, will create more entrepreneurs, and will have a more resilient workforce, labor force to adjust the 21st century's post-industrial economy. Okay, let me give you some evidence here. This chart is the correlation between human capital index and the per capita income across 3,000 counties in the United States. So horizontal is the human capital index for each county, and vertical axis is the per capita income for each county. So as you can see a very significant positive relationship between these two variables. Okay, and Los Angeles is here. Per capita income is $27,000, and San Diego is here, $30,000. So what explains the difference between these two neighbor counties? So the best candidate, I believe, is the human capital difference between these two counties. And it's not just association. It's also, there's also a causality in play. Economists have found one additional schooling year will increase individuals' wage by 10%. and association will be even higher, like 30%. So let's assume if Los Angeles can improve its human capital by just one schooling year, which is raising the index from 125 to 135, and the model will predict our per capita income will easily increase from $27,000 to $30,000. And that is 27 billion personal income increase for our whole county. So this is a huge, very good investment. So, conclusion. Number one, Los Angeles economy has been falling behind California, the nation, and other major metropolitan areas. In the long run, Los Angeles has to improve its low level of human capital in order to remain competitive and vibrant. So the question is, how are we going to achieve that? I know it's not that easy. So because of the time limit, I cannot go over the all detail. You can read my article in the book. But I want to say one thing. I believe, personally, the most efficient and effective way to do this is invest in quality early childhood education for disadvantaged children. Los Angeles had more disadvantaged children than any other part of our nation. We need to prepare them for the challenge facing them in the 21st century. Thank you very much.